Hey everyone, Sir Jellybean here with BattleTech. This is basically the strategy game kind of variant of MechWarrior from the BattleTech series, I guess. It's also a board game. It's a bit of an older game if you haven't played it before. It's really good. I'm just gonna bit of a run do. We're on career mode, which is the sandbox mode. It's basically a mercenary simulator. You run a ship. You have your monthly bills. You have your funds. You have your soldiers, and you have your mech. So we'll start straight away at the fun stuff. So you have your mechs. So we started, for instance, with 2 Vindicators, a Jenner, a Commando, and an Urban mech. And I'll show you how it works. Basically, you can refit your mechs how you wish. You can place more armor on them, obviously within the tonnage. You can move weapons off them, your heat sinks, your jump jets. You have to think about each part of the mech. So, for instance, the right arm, left arm, the torsos. In battle, for instance, if they blow off the torso, it rip off the arm as well. You have to think of your legs, and different armor facings have different armor. So, for instance, the side of the armor, but then you've got the front of the armor and the rear of the armor. So you have to think about, if they get behind me, I've only got 45 on the rear of the torso, center torso. I've only got 30 on the right torso. And you also have to look after different parts of the mech, and you have to balance it because weapons build up heat. You also need ammo. And you have to think of things like that. It makes it very customizable. You obviously have the storage of your spare equipment, of mechs. You also have your weapons and different stuff when you build up. You have ship upgrades to do. So, for instance, straight away I would do repair and refit, which gives you more tech points. Now, it does mean you have to pay a bit more per month, but it means quicker mech repair, which is invaluable. You have your mech warriors and barracks, so the ones you actually have now. So we have Comanche, Hogweed, Ripper, my character, Tony Montana, some of you who know get the reference, Servo, and Snowbound. So, for instance, Ripper's got some spare points, so I'm going to get his guts up, makes him a bit stronger, a bit more health, it's always good. And you also have backstories to people, so service record, so he was a Laos servitor, he was also a petty criminal. So you get like some backstory, it's quite good for role playing. You can even customize them, but I'll just leave them how they are. You have your command center with all your contracts, so just let it load up. The game can be a little bit slow at times, so for instance, you have a destroy base contract, which is going in and taking a base out, normally some turrets, a bit of defense, maybe some mechs. Show force, which is an escort, you'll have to protect some stuff on the way, quite a high paying one, a bit more dangerous. You'll have a battle, which is your bog standard go in, kick the crap out of them. And the schools dictate the difficulty, but just a tip for people. So, for instance, this one's one school, but it's paying 600k there. That will probably be normally more difficult than the one school paying 400k. And certain types of missions, so if there's, like, for instance, a ambush or an assassination, they can sometimes turn out to be really difficult, so you've got to be careful. You also have your navigation, so your star map. So when you come in here, this is the unmodded version, by the way, no mods, base game. So we started on, but you can start in different areas depending on your backstory when you build your character. But you can go to any planet you want. Obviously, more schools, more danger. So, for instance, if I was to go there, 4.5 schools, those missions will be well out of my ability. Right now, half school, maybe a school, is what we can do challenge-wise. But different planets have, for instance, attributes. So, like here, I have mining. So it might mean there'll be certain kinds of mechs. So if you click on, let's say, somewhere in the Free Worlds League, so this is an extensive battlefield, so it'll have old kind of wreckage and technology, so you might find more kind of weaponry and stuff in their stores. But maybe if you go here, which has, let's try and look at something decent. So manufacturing, right? So literally, this is industrial world turning raw materials into technology. Sometimes it's got Marek headquarters. So that means they will have allied mercenaries can purchase supplies from the quartermaster here. So they'll have certain equipment that you can't normally get. So you got to think about where you go and what impact it'll have, because there's travel time. So it costs, so for instance, we go to the nearest planet, it's 30,000 credits or whatever they are, and it takes 10 days. And that matters because you have 1,200 days to get as good score as possible. And obviously, depending on how much difficulty is, how much help it multiplies the score by. But your target is to get as much score as possible on career mode. You don't have to if you don't want to do it. But so timing matters. You've also got your captain's quarters, so you can go into your finances and really dig down. So, each mech that's active costs me this, because you can put them in storage. The cost of my crew, and the Argos costs, and what the monthly total is, and how much can you afford to keep going. Because if you go bankrupt, you're done. You've also got your reputation, which is nothing at the moment, but the idea is getting to 5 schools, max rep. You've also got customized company, so we can change the icon we have for our company. So let's go with the standard pirate one, maybe. Oh no, let's go with that's Comstar, I believe. It's pretty cool. Let's go with that. I always like that one. And our mechs are going to be kind of a cool bluey silvery colour with a bit of a red tint, I think. Nice to give them a bit of an effect. Lovely. I'll do, save that. So straight away, we'll just get into contract. So we're going to go for, I think a standard battle is always good to warm up. And also, the less damage you take on your mechs, the less time you'll need to repair, the more contracts you can whip out quickly. So sometimes taking easier contracts and multiple can be better than taking a hard one, which is going to damage you. So this is a basic battle. For weeks now, pirate forces have been scouting territory near local government-controlled land. Previous surveys of this land show nothing of interest, yet there they are. Whatever it is they found, we don't want them to have it. Go in and destroy them. Good times. So when you go to negotiate, you can pick more money, less money, and the salvage bit is important. So the first one is how much the bits you actually get to choose. So for instance, if you destroy some mechs and some equipment, you've got one here, you can guarantee you'll get that piece by pointing to you, saying, I want that one. But you'll also get another 6 random. Is that how it works? Yeah. So like here, if you go on this one, 2 over 9, you'll get 2 picked over the 9 random. I think that means, so it's always good. I normally go for this. So 63,000 credits, not so much, but we'll get 2 bits of salvage. So if we destroy a mech and there's 2 bits, we're on our way to building a mech, because on my difficulty, I need 4 pieces to build a mech. So we're going to accept that. And then you've got your deployment screen, what you're going to take. So both indicators are coming. We're not bringing the urban mech. It's not the best. It does an AC-10, but I'd rather have the Jenner and the Commando. And then you've got your different skills for what they're useful. So we haven't got that many good at gunnery. Ripper's probably got the best shooting, so Snowbound. So Ripper's going to go on the Vindicator, as is Snowbound. Both Vindicators are the exact same. The Jenner, these need a bit better speed and guts. So piloting's 3. If you put you on the Commando, and the Jenner's actually a pretty decent little mech, we'll put you with, you've got 4 guts actually, so we'll put you in there. So that's what we're going to deploy. And then you also got just to think the biome. So highlands, it's thick woodlands, lots of cover, and lots of elevation, lots of like little mountains and stuff to take advantage of. So I'll just I'll pause the video here, and I'll see you in the battle in a sec, and I'll try and explain what's going on there. And here we are in combat. So your dropship's just dropped us off, and here's our 4 mechs, and obviously the lush environments. You can zoom really far in, and obviously see the mechs, and we got the colours. Nice, cool. So Vindicators, our Jenner, and the Commando. And for instance, here's the enemy forces and the pirates. So they'll have probably pretty poor mechs, normally not the best condition. So how it works, obviously we're not engaged yet, but once engaged, I'll be able to explain a few more things. So you can sprint, you can move normally. The more pips you get, the harder you are to hit. And the evasion pips, every time you shot, you lose 1. So always good to keep moving. Speed is survival with mechs. It's not about being the heaviest, being the quickest is always good. Also, attacking different sides of mechs can be useful. So it's also good to try and flank stuff around, have different angles of attack. You have jump jets, so you can get really close, far over things and just shoot over. Right now, we'll send this to the left flank. We've also got the Jenner, so he's going to sprint straight up. So there we go, just first movement turn, not much. The enemy's up there. They have the high ground, so they'll have their accuracy benefits. And how it works, once you get into combat, lighter mechs tend to go quicker. So they'll be moving, they will get their turn before the bigger stuff. And the heaviest stuff will go after, like your heavy mechs and your assault mechs. So we've got enemy contact, the first stuff. We don't know what they're packing, but we're just going to go straight for it. It's a light contract. There's at least 2 enemies there, minimum. And the lights, by the look of it. So there's a Panther. Quite a nasty little mech. Good shot there. And there's also, don't know what else they've got. So we've got the Jenner here. We'll use the jump jets to get up really close and see what they got. And it's also going to give us pretty good evasion. So very close there. So we've got a Commando, and a panther. Now we're very close to the commando. You can see it. Let's engage. So when you're firing, you'll have your different weapons. So you can turn them off and on. You have the hit percentage chance, the damage they'll do, if they have ammo. So for instance, my short-range missile launcher's got ammo, 65% chance to hit. You've also got your heat build-up, so that will build up a lot of heat. If you overheat, it can cause ammunition to explode. In your mech, it can cause your person to get damaged. If you go really overheat, you'll override the mech. You'll overheat it, and the mech will shut down for a turn, which makes you a sitting duck, which is terrible. So you can also see where you're going to hit on the mech. So we're hitting that mech's right side. Well, technically it's left side, sorry. Yeah, that's its left side to us. And left side of the rear as well. That means it will damage the armour and eventually the hull on the left side. If you blow the arm off of the torso, you'll get to the core as well. Sometimes you might even get a lucky head hit. And you can take off weapons. If you blow the leg off, they'll fall over. And for instance, the SRM does a bit of stability damage. So if you do enough damage with kinetic weapons, like auto cannons and missiles, or hitting with melee, you can actually knock a mech over, which will damage it, but it'll also give an automatic wound on the pilot, and it knocks it down, making it a sitting duck. So we're going to open fire here now. Look at that, just some light lasers and missiles, but quite a bit of damage. And he's got damage reduction, I believe, because he braced. But if you're in cover, that helps. So they might come with punchers here. Oh, he's getting behind us. That's pretty smart. Oh, we got one good hit on us, but we were quite well evaded because we jump jetted in. So even though he's right there, you got to imagine in battle, we're jumping in as he moves behind us. So it's kind of like rapid movement. So he did get some good hits on us there, but he's probably going to regret it a bit. We might be able to get some good positioning there, I think. Can we get a bit there? So if we get there, he gets a bit of cover, a bit of evasion, and we're going to try and get some right hits right on his left side again. Up there, missiles hit, and laser. Oh, left leg's destroyed. Oh, and left arm. So really good there. As you can see, he's getting knocked down. He's took a wound, and he's lost an initiative. Means he'll be slower next turn, and for our medium mechs, that means they'll be able to tear into him very easily. So there's another commando there. He did miss, thank God. So the general will probably have to get out of there pretty quick. So this guy's going to come straight up here. He's got long-range missile weapons. But if we can... yeah, if we just move him like that, get him into a bit more position. But what we're going to do is we're just going to tickle him with some missiles, see if we can finish him off. Some light hits, not much. And we've also got Ripper here, the beast. He should have a line of sight to him yet. So we'll just move him up. He's got some quite powerful weapons on this PPC. So the medium laser's not going to be much use. The LRM and the PPC should be enough. I'm just going to fire at him. And there we go, the commando got quite badly hit there. He's still alive though, to be fair to him. Panther there is going to probably fire back at us. Oh, that was a bad hit on the commando, so we have to be careful with him. PPC's been quite nasty. And they do a slight damage to your sensors, making your targeting stuff a bit weaker. So what we're going to do with this guy, we're going to run him behind this commando. Now he's quite hot, so he's not able to fire too many weapons, but he's got some evasion there. So we'll just turn these lasers off, and we're just going to fire some light missiles. Give him a bit of a ping to take off some evasion, keep him moving. And he's moved closer in. He's going for the commando. He's probably going to have to run out of there just to stop him from getting some heavy damage, which makes sense. So what we're going to do, just going to sprint him all the way over here, actually get him in some cover. They can target him, but with his evasion and now the fact that he's in cover, he should be quite safe. He's going to get back up, but he's in quite a bad way. He might take a pop at the Jenner, I imagine. Yep. But he hasn't got much weapons left, and he'll be in a bad state. I also forgot to mention, when you're on the mech, you can eject your crew if they're in a bad state. Don't click it by accident, because they'll shoot out the head, and the mech's basically useless then. And you get things like tells you cover, forest, which will reduce movement and spotting distance, but gives you cover. And you get the various things it tells you. So it gives you a lot of info. And it's a very steady game. You can take your time, which I do like. So here we're going to just move this guy. Got to keep him in the trees, really. Actually, putting him there, we can engage the Panther quite nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the precision strike. I'm going to go straight for his, I think it's his left side. No, I'll go for his leg, because his left leg looks a bit weak. See if we can take him down. Oh, that was a good hit. So he has taken some damage, which is always nice. Ripper here is going to carry on his steady walk forward. And this guy needs to just be killed. Let's unload everything we've got at him. And there we go. Right torso, right arm gone. Centre torso gone. He's completely nuked. Now I've got the setting, if you lose the torso, the mech's destroyed, so there'll be no salvage for him. So some light damage on the Vindicator there, but it's a medium mech, pretty good armour. The Commando's not got much chance of getting it there. And the Jenner's a bit light, but we'll still be using him to ping this guy. Always take advantage. We've got the mech numbers advantage, so you've got to use it when you do have it. Turn that off, and we'll try and turn some lasers on. Max laser fire on him. Oh, that's going to take his arm off, definitely. Oh no. Oh yep, there we go. SRM, the ammo exploded. He lost the left torso and left arm. And did he take any damage to the actual pilot? Not by the looks of it, but not in the best way. And what we'll do is we'll actually bring the commando up now. We'll take advantage of their weakness. And we're just going to unleash on that side, and that should finish him off, actually. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, knockdown, though. Lost the left leg. He's injured. He's really not in a good way there. Panther's going to start nailing rounds at us. Oh, we did hit the Vindicator, but didn't take too much damage. But sensor's impaired, so it damages the targeting a bit. What we'll do is we're going to just move forward. We're just going to finish him off. But PPC will turn off at long range because up close they don't do much. And we'll just try and finish him off with what we've got left. A little bit of damage there. He's not in a good state. We'll just keep walking forward. And we're going to concentrate on the commando. I do like to finish him off. We'll turn that off and that. Go for the central torso. And there we go. That should finish him off. No, he's still alive, surprisingly. Panther's going to keep popping away, but I'm not too worried. Yep, slight damage, but nothing major. We can take the hits. We will try and take him down quite well. See if we can get some salvage. We'll keep moving these guys forward quickly. Take advantage of the fact that they're light. Get their evasion. Speed his life. And just start shredding him with some rounds now. And he's taking some damage. PPC's took a crit, so that's not in a good way. I think if it takes another one, it automatically gets wrecked. Yeah, it's in a bad way. The Jenner. Well, keep him out of line of sight of the Panther, just in case. We would overheat if we use all the weapons, so let's just finish him off. That's the commando gone. And now the Panther is all alone. 4-1. There's no way he wins this unless he pulls some major moves. We're actually going to try and knock this down. I'm going to show you some melee combat here. Boom, look at that. Took his right arm off. He's going to take stability damage as well, quite a bit. Oh, right torso gun as well. Pilot injured. That is... Whew, it's not looking good for him. So we're going to get in a good position there. Precision strike. Let's go for that leg. Everything we've got. Let's try and knock his ass down. He's going to probably go down. Stability, yeah. Pilot injured. Head hit. Is he falling down? No. He stayed up. But don't worry, because he's going to come in and kick him square in the face. Donk. He's going down. And now he should fall back. The pilot should become incapacitated. I think that's the third wound he took. Incapacitated and the mech's in a good state, which means we might have a chance to get a few bits of a Panther. So that's it. Excellent work, Commander. Though I do wonder what they were looking for. Pirate booty. And we'll just show you the salvage and money screen. And or the end screens. So, mission complete. Planetary government. It doesn't matter if you ever help them or not. You can never get beneficial relations with them. Pirates don't like us so much, but I don't really care about pirates. And also, improves your overall crew's morale, which is good. We made some money. We did take a bit of damage on the Vindicator, Jenner, and Commander, but look, slight armor damage, bit to the leg. It won't take long to repair them, but none of the crew got damaged, which is good. And we didn't lose any parts on the vehicles. Also shows the mech kills, and they all got some experience, which is great. And here's the main screen. Look, so we get, because we chose the salvage, we get 2 pieces and another, I think it's another 7 random. So we're taking 2 bits of a panther, which is good, and then the rest of it random. So you click confirm. So we got 3 bits of a panther, 2 commandos. We also got short range missile 4, 2 heat sinks, and some ammo. Now that's good because I've got 4 pieces to build a mech. So 3 of them, you get a 4th, we'll have a panther, which is a pretty little good mech. Then you just press continue. Shouldn't take long to load, and it'll take us back to the Argo. Right now. Just off. So that's the first mission complete. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you did, give me a comment and I'll carry on with the series. I'd like to do something a bit different to Gates of Hell sometimes, try and mix it up. And give a like and subscribe as well if you thought the video was good. If you thought it was crap, tell me as well, because I'm trying to think what games everyone would like. I'm not really sure. BattleTech's a bit older. It's one of my favourites, but it's not for everyone. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.